Welcome back to Wittenberg Academy's Latin 2 course, Elementary Latin 2. And we are in the second part of Chapter 2 of Minimus Secundus, which starts on page 17, but our vocabulary is on page 18. So let's start there on page 18. As usual, I'll read each one of these words twice. Go ahead and join me in repeating it the second time. Kainan. Kainan means dinner or supper. You notice it's feminine. That's what that F means. Donum. Donum. That's a present. It's neuter. Filium. Filium. That's son, and it's masculine. Librum. Librum is a book. Vestimenta. Vestimenta are clothes. And then a pronoun, tibi. Tibi means for you. An idiom, a phrase, gratias tibi ago, means I thank you or I give you thanks. Gratias tibi ago. Our verbs, bibant, bibant, they drink. Cape, cape, take. Colligate, colligate, she collects. Coquit, coquit, he cooks. Custodi, custodi, take care of. Habeo, habeo is I have. Mulket, mulket is he pets or strokes. Murmurat, murmurat, she purrs. Pugnant, pugnant, they fight. Redent, redent, they laugh. Saltat, saltat, she dances. Streetet, streetet, he squeaks. Some adjectives. Frigidus, and you notice it says that and after it. Frigidus is masculine. Frigida is feminine. Frigidum is neuter. Again, meus means my, meus. And then mea means, you would say my if you're a girl. Mea, if the thing you're referring to is feminine, rather. Mea, or in the neuter, meum. Then also parvus, which means small. You can say parvus for something masculine, parva for something feminine, parvum for something neuter. And then some adverbs. Intente, intente, closely. Jocose, jocose, playfully. Lenitor, lenitor, gently. Optime, optime, very well. Perite, perite, means skillfully. Suaviter, suaviter, means sweetly. All right, back to our story here on page 17. In box 1. And once again, I'll read a sentence, and then the second time, go ahead and repeat the sentence with me. Candidus canum optimum coquit. Candidus canum optimum coquit. Candidus coquit cooks. What does he cook? Canum optimum, an excellent dinner. Omnes optime canant et vinum bibant. Omnes optime canant et vinum bibant. Omnes, that means all or everybody. What are they doing? Well, we're looking for verbs. Canant, they dine. Optime, they dine well, very well. And vinum bibant, and they drink, bibant, what do they drink? Vinum, wine. In box 2. Pandora suaviter cantat, et perite saltat. Pandora suaviter cantat, et perite saltat. Pandora, what does she do? Cantat, she sings. Suaviter, sweetly. And perite saltat, and dances skillfully. And then what does Corinthus say? Iuli donum tibi habeo. Iuli donum tibi habeo. Iulius, habeo, I have. Donum, a gift for you. Corinthus parvum librum scribit. Corinthus parvum librum scribit. Corinthus writes, scribit, what does he write? Parvum librum, a small book. And Corinte, gratias tibiago. Corinte, gratias tibiago. Corinthus, gratias tibiago, that was our phrase that we learned, means I give you thanks. In hoc libro sunt multae fabulae Graecae. In hoc libro sunt multae fabulae Graecae. In hoc libro, in this book, there are multae fabulae Graecae, many Greek stories. Box 5. Rufus et Julius jocose pugnant. Rufus et Julius jocose pugnant. Rufus and Julius pugnant, they fight jocose, jokingly, playfully. Tum rident. Tum rident. Then they laugh. Then they laugh. And what does his mom say? Juli, haec vestimenta cappa. Juli, haec vestimenta cappa. Juli, cappa, take these clothes. Take these clothes. Dacia frigida est. Dacia frigida est. Dacia is frigid, cold. Lepidina multa vestimenta colligit. Lepidina multa vestimenta colligit. Lepidina collects, colligit, multa vestimenta, many clothes. And box 7. Flavius arma demonstrat. Flavius arma demonstrat. Flavius demonstrat, demonstrates. What does he demonstrate? Arma, weapons. Julius arma intente spectat. Julius arma intente spectat. Julius spectat looks at the weapons, the arms, intente, intently. Number 8. Julius vibrissum mulcet. Julius vibrissum mulcet. Julius pets Vibrissa. Vibrissa lenitur murmurat. Vibrissa lenitur murmurat. Vibrissa purrs slowly, gently. Number 9. Minimus stridit et circum Julium currit. Minimus stridit et circum Julium currit. Minimus stridit, he cries out, he squeaks. Et circum Julium, and around Julius currit, he runs. And then what does everybody say? Vale, Juli. Farewell, Juli. And Lepidina says, Dea fortuna filium meam custodi. Dea fortuna filium meum custodi. O goddess fortune, guard my son. Lepidina lacrimat. Lepidina lacrimat. Lepidina cries. All right, what does Minimus say there after our vocabulary? Nouns can be either singular, like book, or plural, like clothes. We'll mark plural nouns with a PL after the gender in words to help from now on. Well, as you can see, you can answer all these questions. How do they feel? They're sad. He's going off to war. Julius is about to go on a long journey to Dacia, and his family will not see him for a long time. Of course, they're sad about that, and so forth and so on. Grasp the grammar. In the picture story, on pages 13 and 14, we saw that adjectives describe nouns. For example, the imperator was described as the best, optimus. In this story, some of the verbs are made more interesting by adding an adverb. Adverbs tell us how an action is done. For example, Pandora sings sweetly. In English, many adverbs end in ly. And what Brissa says, but be careful, some adverbs don't follow this pattern. For example, in the sentence, Brissa catches mice well, the word well is an adverb. You can remember the word adverb because it adds to the verb. Have another look at the picture story. See how many adjectives and adverbs you can find. Then make 2 columns, one for adjectives, one for adverbs. Well, you can do that if you like. I recommend just studying your vocabulary words, which have them listed as adjectives and adverbs, and remember what they are. And you've got a little story here about Odysseus at sea, which you can read through. And that does it for lesson 2. So this week we've got a quiz, so you'll need to study all the vocabulary you've learned from chapters 1 and 2 to get ready for that quiz, and then take that, and you'll be ready to move on to chapter 3.